the business model that how this COVID-19 impacted, for the new business model, or from, from retro to hybrid technology, digital technology kind of business model is, it's based on two things. One is changing the human behavior, and second is the digital, technology platform, that how you are bringing the ease to the end user to perform his, requirement in terms of applications, or the organization requirement in terms of the business application running, or managing the operational, operational, business operation process. So if you can see, the COVID-19 has impacted very badly and largely escalated dramatically all over the globe. And to make the business up and running, it was a major, technology has been major the accelerator for that. Because if you can see, the major, more than 90% business houses started doing the work from home. When we say the work from home, it's not just a terminology, but there are lots of things are involved in a background. For example, giving the, laptops to the, end users, or the employees, or the vendor, or the strategic partner who is working for that company. Yeah. Along with that, the VPN profile, creating the VPN profile, giving the accessibility, and making sure the company business applications and an operational application works seamlessly without any impact, and it runs 24/7. So that creates a humongous, challenge for the IT, landscaping, that how we are allowing to the end users to do the accessibility, probably the network guys or server team, where you have to make sure your server utilization is also not too high, it's performing up to the mark. Also, the VPNs connected also well connected with this business applications, or the servers as well. So lots of things has been changed, and being IT as a major accelerator or the enabler for this business for running the business seamlessly, I think it is performing well as per the current situation. The breed of technology are becoming very popular for the customers, and they have produced very good positive results. One is robotic process automation, second is artificial intelligence, and third one is machine learning, which is, and obviously the blockchain, but these are the top three digital transformation technology which are performing well from last 2 years. But then from the COVID-19, I think this is started assisting more to the business. If you can see the use cases, I would like to take an example of the healthcare, where medical organization has been using the artificial intelligence or the machine learning for handling the patient's records, or their claims, or the customer support, or the account management, or the billing reporting, and then data analysis of our, of the patients, or the overall how much of, patient is being cured, or how much patients has been in operations. So those kind of things happens because of the, digitization as well. So, so there are many applications, online application as well, where you can get a real-time data with the hospitalization, how much, in a COVID-19, we have seen that you are able to get the beds details as well by online, where you can go log in and just you can see there how many beds are available if someone is COVID positive, or he's searching some of the beds availability. That's happened because of the digital, transformation, and then predominantly for the AL and an AI or robotic process automation kind of thing. So COVID-19 outbreak has halted all the business operations all over the globe. And then it started somewhere around from February end, but then by starting June, most of the companies have started, predominantly the IT company has started their, employees to start their, to resume the office, start the operations in-house from the offices. These contains lots of SOPs, to, before employees to, come in office and perform their day-to-day activity as an employee. So one is SOP, which I can, I can say that very important is Arogya Setu app, where the government also made mandatory to everyone to check whether you are safe or you are or you are safe or not safe in Arogya Setu app. Though it will also give some of the information within the any positive cases in, half kilometer kind of diameter. So that is a mandatory for IT companies and for their employees to use this app uh, uh, actively. Lots of things are being involved in the background, right from info security, network accessibility, infrastructure management, and the application management as well. When we say that employee will be accessing the company business applications or operational applications to run the business continuity as is. So there are three major factors have to be taken care of, that from where he's connecting. If it is from home, then what are the uh, what are the info security policy for our company when they will landed on the, company network. So there would be a four kind of major, points. One is obviously the network access control, where the network access control which contains from the, machines from being the connected from the network and access the business applications, or allow one of the devices as a compliant and fully patch and updated. So the VPN, as I said before, the VPN profile. So that those kind of profile when you create, and once that is been used to landing up in business applications or companies, operational applications. So we have to, the company have to make sure that this is more, secure control, and the info securities policy are updated with all the, important, adherence. Second is probably you can have the password change. The password change is the first line of security, where user must, change the password before they log in their system. And probably currently the many of the organization will have the relaxed policy, because this needs to be reset the previous level, or, the accessibility kind of issues, or you have to be on company, authorized network. So those kind of if and buts, but then usually the password change will also can be utilized for this kind of, to make sure that you're accessing through reliable, network. The remote collaboration technology that has been highly been utilized, like if it is Skype, whether it is MS Team, or it is Miro, Trello, or some other, technology, even though some other, technology of it. But then we have to make sure that the data, what kind of, conferencing you are doing, and what kind of data you would be sharing during this, doing any kind of collaborative meeting, ensuring that everyone is set up the organized, and then quiet workspace. Then that cannot be avoided any current circumstances, establishing buying from the anyone and focus on the benefit of the virtual meetings, workshops, or labs. As far as uh, the as far as the organizations, particularly, we have to make sure also that what you are sharing with authenticated sources of the company. It's not with the outside of the company. So those kind of the protocols that you also need to, you have to adhere when you do this collaborative, technology while doing any digital meeting. For doing any digital meeting, that is something that I can, mention here. So ensuring the video calls are not forget about the socializing or with the colleague leaders about the social disconnect, and then subject to matter to maintain appropriate work-life balance, which is very important at the moment. So when we say the business continuity plan, so when you say the business continuity plan, as I said, that is business continuity plan is morely based on the three attributes. One is obviously your the infrastructure availability, how your availability means same uh, means it has to be 100%, available. Then second is the network policy, that how you are connecting through the VPN or the network to connect these servers or the applications. And third one is majorly the info security, and more than 90% your emphasis on the security policy, because the audit policy procedure can be implemented for a employee as a precautions like VPN, then home office training or multi-factor authentications requirement and the policy. Those kind of very key uh, uh, adherence should be there in the when we are defining the business continuity plan. While I talk with the continuity of the business operation, implementing the remote access for the infrastructure for the entire organization through the VPN devices or redundant high-speed internet connection to the enterprise laptops or on-site host user connections. So those are the things you have to think about when you when you plan as a business continuity action or plan for that. Also ensuring the availability of the resources, like proper access is required to the resources in the office or home, and making sure that they are able to access these kind of applications. So VPN users, accessibility of the system, those are the key factors for the when you are planning for the business continuity plan.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.